So my patient with borderline personality disorder had me in tears this week. Here's what happened. So she is a patient I've known for many, many years. Initially, she came into therapy very consistently. She had a significant emotional event, a traumatic event when she was a preteen. We worked through that, got some coping skills, helped her healthfully compartmentalize that situation. We also worked through her traumatic upbringing and helped her sort of reframe that and reprocess those experiences. She developed a bunch of coping skills, was doing much better, got married, has had a couple of children now. She moved out of state, and so she paused therapy, and now she kind of uses it in a medical model where she comes in if something needs attention, just like you would go to the physician if you had a cold or broke something or had a rash or whatever. So she comes in kind of periodically now. She'll do a couple sessions and then I don't see her for a while. She'll come back if she needs it. I mean, it can be months or even years between sessions for her. But we were talking about a very stressful situation that's going on at work for her. And she was sharing how she handled this situation, handled it very well. And she was talking about what she wanted to do, how she wanted to handle this situation, this one person in particular. And she started talking about how she, even though she wanted to do this, she did this other thing instead that we had worked on together. And she handled herself professionally. She practiced mindfulness using the strategies that I've talked about. And she did this beautiful job. And she was able to say that she was proud of herself, that she recognized it, that she was proud of herself. And I was like, oh my gosh, you're going to get me to crying right now. This is what I do this work for. This is what keeps me coming back. People with BPD very often, by the time they reach me especially, they have a lot of issues, a lot of challenges, a lot of trauma to unpack, a lot of stuff going on. And a lot of times they just can't see how it can be any different. And I get the pleasure and distinct honor of telling them, look, it doesn't have to be this way. There's another way that this can go. Let's work on the trauma. Let's unpack the history. Let's recompartmentalize, reprocess, do all of the things, get you some coping skills, and then you go out and practice. And this is someone now who not only is diligent about applying these practices, but she's able to actually see her own progress. And we always like to joke about, like, she kept herself out of jail, like, you're too pretty for prison. We have these little joke things that we do, and they're not at all offensive. It's a joke. But she's able to joke about that, and she's able to see her own progress, which is hugely rewarding. So my point is, if you have BPD and you're feeling hopeless, or you think it can't be any different, or look, Jen, I've been doing it this way for decades. I can't possibly do anything different. It's too late for me. No, it's not. That is a lie from the pit of hell. You can change. You can do things differently. Take a look at my other videos on mindfulness and minding the gap and aversion therapy and different strategies, or reach out to me if I can help you. Please don't lose hope.